Hi, my name is Mike Head. I'm from Atlas Ceramics. I'm here today to talk about some common questions we get asked. Today's question is about why are my tiles lifting on my wooden substrate floor? And I'm also going to talk about how to actually resolve that problem as well, because we get a lot of people coming in saying my tiles have lifted. And generally that's because when you walk across your floor and on a wooden floor, it's a natural product and it will bounce. If it bounces in any way, those tiles can come loose because the structure isn't rigid enough. And that is because either the joists are too far apart, or they're not thick enough, or they don't have noggins in between to make that structure stiff. So that's what will happen. The tiles will generally lift from that if there's too much bounce. The other thing is why they lift is because sometimes where the floor has been laid, the tongue and groove has gone along in a straight line and you get a crack going across through the tiles. This is because two boards are actually put together and there's no binding in between, so there's a movement in between. So when you lift up a tile, so when I go to see a site and there's a cracked tile in a line, I lift up a tile and then you can see on the substrate there where the two boards are put together and there's no binding, and that is why that could actually happen. The other thing is about moisture. Sometimes these modern houses are actually built and the wood and stuff gets soaked by the elements. Then it's all encased, there's no heating put on, it's tiled, and then you move into the house, you suddenly put the heating on and things start to dry out, and that wooden floor will expand and contract and again will help lift those tiles off the floor. The other reason is wrong adhesive. People put down the wrong adhesive. It's not flexible, it's just a standard rate. It's not thick enough, as in when you put your adhesive down. So how do I make that not happen? The first thing to do is to make sure that the floor is as rigid as you can get it. That is by the joists, putting noggins in between, making sure you use either a chipboard tongue and groove, or you can use what's called our no more ply construction board. Please follow the link to this product if you want to look at it further. Once you've got the boards down, you can then overlay it with a product called Weber Floor Flex. That goes down, it's 10 mil thick, it's got fibers in, it makes it real strong and sturdy. But first of all, the floor must be rigid. If you're using larger tiles and you want to make the floor really rigid to make sure it's really strong, then we would recommend the FGT Durabase. People will on wooden floors will say, what I'm going to do is use some crack matting. Now crack matting doesn't make the floor more rigid, it still can bounce, and that is our product called CI Matting Plus. Now, so what people do is they put it down and think it's going to resolve the problem, but if the floor is still bouncing, the tiles can get delaminated. The main thing is to make that floor rigid and to make it not bouncy. The crack matting is all about expansion and contraction, so bringing the two forms together. The second most important thing is to use a good standard flexible adhesive, which is called an S1. So our Weber SPF, either rapid or standard set. That's a really good adhesive. Make sure that you use a 12 mil trowel, leaving you a good thick bed of adhesive of 6 mil. The main thing is to also leave a good gap in between your tiles. 3 mil is recommended. Please, please do not leave your spacers left in the tiles. They've got to be taken out. You leave your spacers in, then all that flexibility in the grout is useless because spacers will make it rigid and so could again pop your tiles up. So they've got to come out. The other thing is to leave a 5 mil gap all the way around the edge. So as you put the skirting boards down or you bring your tile down, if there's any movement in the tiles, then they can move and they're not in a rigid compartment. So we've then make sure we've got the grout. The grout is a flexible grout called Premium, Weber Premium grout, and that then will flex for that. Silicone the edges and that should do the job. Thank you for watching the video today. If you would be kind enough to like and subscribe would be great. And if you've got any questions, please comment down below. Till the next time, thank you.